All right, so in this problem here, we're given cos theta is 3 over 5 and theta is between 0 and pi over 2. And we need to find sine 2 theta, cos 2 theta, and tan 2 theta. Now, given this information, the first thing we want to do is we want to draw it in the correct quadrant. So we know that between 0 and pi over 2 is basically in quadrant 1, and we want to draw a triangle over here. And I know that cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So my adjacent side here is 3 and my hypotenuse is 5. Now I can find my opposite side using Pythagorean theorem. So a square plus 3 square equals 5 square. A square plus 9 equals 25. A square equals 16. So basically a equals 4, which is the final side over here, which you can label as 4. So now we can just look at this triangle here and we can just find sine theta and cos theta. I'll write them at the top over here, but I mean sine and tan. Cos is already here at the top. So sine theta, if I look at this, sine is just opposite over hypotenuse, which is 4 over 5. And that's another problem right there. And tan theta is just opposite over adjacent, which is 4 over 3. Now that I have all this information over here, I can do my sine 2 theta, cos 2 theta, and tan 2 theta. Let's start with sine of 2 theta. We know that using our double angle formula, sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine theta is given over here as 4 over 5. That's what we found it to be. And cos theta, which was given in the question, is just 3 over 5. Then we can just do this calculation. You can do it mentally, or you can put it in your calculator as well. I'm just going to put it in my calculator so I don't make any silly mistakes. And I just get 24 divided by 25. For cos 2 theta, you have 3 formulas you can use. It doesn't matter which one you use, you'll end up with the same answer. So I'm just going to use cos square theta minus sine square theta. I know that cos theta is just 3 over 5. So this is 3 over 5 squared. And sine theta is just 4 over 5. So this is 4 over 5 squared, which is just 9 over 25 minus 16 over 25, which is negative 7 over 25. For tan 2 theta, you can do the formula for tan as well. You'll get the same answer. But what's actually simpler to do is to just do sine 2 theta divided by cos 2 theta, because we already have those two. So a quicker way to do tan. So that's just 24 over 25 divided by negative 7 over 25, which again, you can do in your calculator, or you can do this mentally as well. Basically, you flip this 24 over 25 times 25 over negative 7. These two cancel. And basically, you're just left with negative 24 over 7. All I did was move the negative to the top. And that would be your answer for tan 2 theta. If you used the double angle formula for tan, you would end up with the exact same solution. It would just be slightly longer. All right, let's try this second example over here now. So in this example, we're given tan 2 theta equals negative 7 over 24, and theta is between pi over 2 and pi. So again, the first thing I want to do is I want to draw this out. Pi over 2 and pi means I'm in my second quadrant. And tan is opposite over adjacent, but be careful because you don't want to label the negative just yet. You just want to put the numbers first. And then this is the negative x-axis, but that's the positive y-axis. So the negative actually applies to the 24, not to the 7. So got to be careful about that when you have negative 7 over 24 like that. Can find my hypotenuse using Pythagorean theorem again. So a square, oops, we actually have a square. 7 squared plus negative 24 squared equals c squared. 49 plus 576 equals c squared. 625 equals c squared. And then 25 equals c. So my hypotenuse is c for this one. So I've already been given tan theta in the question, which is negative 7 over 24. You can find sine theta. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, which is 7 over 25. And cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is negative 24 over 25. Now the steps are pretty much the same. Sine 2 theta equals 2 sine theta cos theta. And we know that sine theta is 7 over 25. And cos theta is negative 24 over 25. And I'll just do this in my calculator. 2 times 7 times negative 24 is negative 336. And 25 times 25 is just 625. We'll do it for cos 2 theta next. So cos 2 theta is cos squared theta minus sine squared theta, which is just negative 24 over 25 squared minus 7 over 25 squared. 24 squared is, so this is 576 over 625 minus 49 over 625. Which is just 527 over 625. And last, we're going to find tan 2 theta. The tan 2 theta is just, again, you can use the long formula, but I'm going to do it the quick way. I'm just going to do sine 2 theta divided by cos 2 theta. The sine 2 theta is just negative 336 over 625 divided by 527 over 625. And then it's pretty easy to do this mentally. You can just flip it. And these two cancel, and you're just left with negative 336 over 527. You can always use your calculator to try and see if you can simplify that, but this is basically the final solution for the question.